The elite lawyer who acts all righteous secretly does everything to please the crazy rich. The young master asks him why he has to leave.
Bai Tang angrily pushes the fire
because
away.
I'm sick of my own stupidity. Actually putting hope in some fantasy love. 3 years ago, Bai Tang was just a broke student. To get revenge from him, he deliberately hooked up with local gang officer Isaac. This guy was into him. When the guy let his guard down while having fun, he jabbed the needle hard into his neck. Bai Tang quickly grabbed what he had prepared from his bag, a knife. Then he hid Isaac's body in the closet to delay discovery as long as possible. Footsteps suddenly came from outside the door was pushed open by a red-haired guy. Boss called me over. The next second, Bai Tang appeared behind him with a heavy object. The shouting from the room caught the attention of 2 other guys outside. Catch that bitch, she snuck into the boss's office. Hit me too. Bai Tang ran into the wondering what the red-haired guy. He clearly saw Isaac dismissal. Who called him to the office? The main entrance was guarded by the guys. Bai Tang decided to hide in the bathroom first, but collided head-on with a man coming out. Meng Yixing quickly caught him. Miss, why are you running so fast? Are you okay? The guys were about to chase. Over here. Meng Yixing noticed the blood on his hand. You're hurt. Did I bump into you? Let me take a look. I was afraid the man shouting would attract attention, so he covered his mouth and dragged him into the bar, throwing him into a stall. Meng Yixing heard his voice and said in surprise, where did that bitch hide? There's no exit around here. When I find her, I'll strip her naked and hang her at the door. Was furious, hearing this. Bai Tang was afraid he'd shout again and attract them, so he went along with it. Yes, so please don't make a sound, let me hide here. But the man actually wanted to rush out and confront those. Bai Tang quickly grabbed him. They're gangsters. They could kill you and get away with it. Besides, we don't even know each other, don't be a hero. He still insisted on going out. Is this guy genuinely kind-hearted or does he have other motives? Once he makes contact with the game, he'll know the trouble was caused by him. Thinking of this, and removed his jacket, telling the man he had a way that didn't require fighting. Soon the redhead brought his guys to search the bathroom. When he kicked open one of the stall doors, the 2 were going at it hot and heavy. Bai Tang noticed the man's hands hidden under his clothes. Weren't actually touching him, pretty polite guy. The redhead standing at the door was stunned by what he saw. Until Meng Yixing asked irritably, seen enough. If you're done staring, get lost. Only then did he snap out of it and kick the door shut. I need to bleach my eyes. Inside the stall, Bai Tang pressed his ear against carefully to tell if they'd left. So he didn't notice Meng Yixing staring at him like prey. When he confirmed they were gone, and turned back to look at him, Meng Yixing was back to looking harmless. Where can I read the rest of this comic? He's clearly a scheming psycho, but on the surface he pretends to be harmless, secretly playing with his wife like a puppet. Continuing from before, Meng Yixing gave Ye Tang his jacket. Your original clothes will get you noticed. Better wear mine. Seeing him looking him over, he felt he was being too forward. Embarrassed, he ran outside. You get dressed first. Call me. When you're done, the door closed. Ye Tang's body went weak and he slumped against the wall. Thinking, did I actually escape? Outside, Meng Yixing got dressed while talking to the door. I was so shocked when you told me to take off my clothes. I had no idea you meant to use this trick. He kept chattering on and on. Ye Tang looked worriedly toward the door. If Isaac's body, this guy could easily figure out he's the kill. But with the door guarded, how can he leave without him knowing? Just then a breeze made the wig in his bag flop. Ye Tang looked up, following the air current. Meng Yixing was getting more excited. After introducing, he happily asked what Ye Tang's name was. Suddenly there was a thud. He quickly pushed it and found Ye Tang had escaped. His fake innocent mask instantly returned to its original dark expression. Oh, what a suspicious person. Would that Ye Tang, we'll meet again soon. Ye Tang and his mother lived in the worst slum. He usually made money working part-time at fast food places and attending classes for others. He saved that, hoping to move out of this place, because lately Isaac had been harassing his mom like crazy. That night he came home with bread and ran into Isaac coming out of the house. Ye Tang frantically pushed him away, then ran inside to find his mom on the floor after terrible abuse. Everything had been planned perfectly, but Isaac's guys just had to barge in. He wasn't afraid of getting caught. No matter how many times he chose to kill that scumbag. Ye Tang crouched in some corner of the slum among people around were running and shouting. Isaac and his 3 guys all got their heads chopped off. And creepy doll heads were stuck on their necks. He'd been thinking for a week but couldn't figure out who killed those 3 guys. For what purpose? Did they rearrange another murder scene with Isaac's body? Does that person know he's Isaac's killer? There was also that man who saw him that. If the gang traces it back to him, would he be exposed? But luckily for Sid, he'd already arranged for his mom to stay at Annie's place. The school bell rang, and Ye Tang stopped thinking about all these questions, because a big problem had already blocked his path. If you don't go, I'll write your homework. This flashy guy is Hao Daqian, a super rich kid who hates study. So he hired Ye Tang, a poor guy who can't even pay tuition, to attend law classes and take his exam. Ye Tang packed his bag and headed for the door. Hao Daqian chased after him, pestering. Tang, please come with me. Tonight there'll be tons of hot guys there. If I don't take a few home, I won't be able to sleep. Ye Tang ignored him and then kept walking. Don't you usually just throw money at any guy you like? Call me Hao Daqian. Okay, Daqian, no problem, Daqian. Hao Daqian desperately pulled out a sack of cash as my translator to help me hook good guys. Ye Tang stopped and turned around. He needed money to get his mother out of the slums fast. I'll go with you, but pay me first. King was thrilled. After paying, he dragged Ye Tang out excitedly. Ye Tang was afraid of attracting more thugs and said, I have a new guy, pay everything. Might as well take advantage. Some outsider doing business here, trying to fit into the local scene for business. He's desperately trying to bribe me. Ye Tang never expected Hao Daqian's new guy would be Meng Yixing. I came to pick you up as planned. Meng Yixing stood at the school gate with a rabbit doll, greeting them. Seeing Ye Tang, he said excitedly. Cold sweat instantly ran down Ye Tang's. He'd left this guy behind and escaped through the vent. This guy would definitely question him endlessly. He had to change the subject before he could speak. Can't let Hao Daqian catch on. Hello, I never thought we'd meet again. But the guy rushed over, grabbed his hand and interrupted. Hello there, nice to meet you. I'm from overseas. Please take care of me. Ye Tang was stunned. Why was this happening? Where can I read the rest of this comic? To keep himself and the scheming guy from becoming continuing from where before. Ye Tang stood on the second floor watching, thinking this guy just hid the fact they met before. Either he's playing favor, or he has his own secrets. He looks like an idiot. He wouldn't look like a killer either. He still needed to find a chance to test them. Hao De Qiang, all dressed up, came over. Lao Tang, I told them you're my distant relative. No one will dare bother you now. Oh no, they caught that zombie man Yixing. Ye Tang asked. He's here for business, but they're getting him this job. Hao De Qiang looked disdainfully at his manager. His relative who was doing business here, the no kids. So technically his inheritance and winery business should go to him. But there's no way these local sharks will let him outside. Dummy just waltz in. That would be underestimating these wolves. His relative's little piece is nothing compared to these guys. They're just giving him false hope to string him along as they. Hao De Qiang suddenly gave Ye Tang a sneaky look. I almost forgot you're into guys too. You got your eye on him. Ye Tang walked away annoyed. You think everyone's like, with nothing but that stuff on your brain. Haha, I don't need to pretend because I can afford it. Whatever I want, I just pay people to do it for me. Look, two good looking guys over there. My chance go. So Ye Tang took him over to chat with the two men. After some conversation, Hao De Qiang left in arm with both guys. Down in the main hall, the men wanted to mess with Ye Tang. But because of Hao De Qiang's warning, they had to target Man Yixing. They planned to play cards with Man Yixing. Philip was the best at cheating, and once Man Yixing lost, appropriate demands, hearing everything, came downstairs to Man Yixing's side, put his hand on his shoulder and asked, what do you play? Count me. Man Yixing stared at him wide-eyed. Why are you? Tang sat naturally beside him. Why am I what? Mr. First Time Media. The others were happy to have Ye Tang join. Someone started explaining the game rules and punishments. After hearing such punishments, Man Yixing whispered, I'm only playing because I need their help. You don't need to get mixed up in this. But Ye Tang calmly signaled him to be quiet. The first round of cards ended. The long-haired woman with the highest card got asked a question. She asked Ye Tang if you had to pick someone here to go home with tonight, who would you choose? Ye Tang put his discarded card to the deal. Actually, I've already decided I'm definitely taking someone home tonight. Man Yixing looked at him in surprise. A man picked up on Ye Tang's words with bad intentions. Don't go back on your word later. Another round passed. It was Philip's turn to. The man reminded him to shuffle. Man Yixing called and whispered to Ye Tang, are they cheating? Ye Tang didn't respond. After that, after getting cut the card, he wanted to. Looking at Ye Tang, I choose to follow my command, and my command is. But Ye Tang interrupted. Wait, your card doesn't seem to be the highest. The man next to him stood up and questioned Philip. How is that possible? Philip couldn't explain. I don't know what happened. Ye Tang ignored their argument. It's my turn to pick someone and give a command. Man Yixing's. I said I'm definitely taking someone home tonight. I choose this person. Man Yixing made a country. Then Ye Tang pulled him up from the sofa. As for what command I'm giving him, that's just between us. Where can I read the rest of this comic? The scheming guy pulls his wife into his arms, pretending he's about to kiss him. He holds it and grins like an idiot. I'll keep it as a lucky charm. Continuing from before, Ye Tang helped Man Yixing to a room upstairs. Man Yixing was drunk and confused, still saying I have to go back and close this. Ye Tang pushed him onto and handed him a damp towel. A cold compress will make you feel if you want to go back to their stupid game. It means you still have to follow the game rules. And the game rule is you must obey my command now. So just stay put here and don't go anywhere. Man Yixing looked around the room and asked in surprise, isn't part of your command too? The bed was covered with an iron and there were some accessories clearly meant for special purposes. Ye Tang tried to stay. You're overthinking. Man Yixing had seen his earlier moves. So your card sharp too. Disturbing sounds came from the next. Ye Tang stretched his fingers awkwardly. Not really. Just learned some tricks out of necessity. The loud sounds next door gave him a headache. He was worried Man Yixing would get alcohol. Plus he wanted to test him. So he got them a room to rest. Turns out all the rooms here are love hotels. Man Yixing suddenly said, and said, way will they ever stop now? All that noise is so annoying. Tang avoided his gaze. Annoying or not, we just have to deal with it. Let me go out first when you're rested. Man Yixing immediately grabbed his hand. Ye Tang looked back at. Man Yixing quickly let go, looking innocent. I didn't mean anything by it. Those guys had bad intentions, but you beat them up. If you go out alone now, they'll definitely hassle you. Ye Tang studied the man in front of him. He planned to wait until the awkward sound stopped to test him. But what he said made sense, so he coughed lightly and sat back down. Testing the waters, now you're looking out for me. But this afternoon you pretended not to know. Can you blame me for that? I never thought we'd see each other again. Last time at the bar I helped you out. But you ran away through the ventilation shaft like you were